Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby who running away, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain, stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, you shaking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the Fit Lab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip, I tossed it. I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah. LA baby who we running with. Yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson,
hey, what's up, y'all? We be here in a minute.
Off the rapping. Keep it on my body.
I be trying to put a song on.
Yo, gotta sell them most Cialis floor. This broken whistles longer than this foreign. Heard you want it cause the yams enormous. What's in since she is a gorgeous. Live my life last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know we're knocking on the door. This came in, I came in. Did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah. LA baby who run away. Yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Okay,
I gotta share the live stream.
Coming in. Yeah. Flex. I just wanna win.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, Simply Angie? What's up, Carolyn? What's up, Madeline? What's up, Sharonda?
Yeah.
I hate when this thing on this side. I'm gonna have this already pushed, babe. The invite thing. So you gotta move that one.
Just play stupid on TV.
You What's up, Face Squad? Hold on, we be here in a minute.
Yeah. Coming in. Yeah. Flex. I just wanna win. Yeah. LA baby who running with. Yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Yeah. State your name. Been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it.
Man, the mouse upside down. Hold on, y'all.
Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, you shaking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the Fit Lab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip, I tossed it. I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah. LA baby who we running with. Yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. Bitch, I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch. I'm broke if you asking. Yo, gotta sell them most Cialis floor. This broken whistles longer than this foreign. Heard you want it cause the game's enormous. What's an ass? Since she is a gorgeous. Live my life last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know when I came in. I came in. Did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah. LA baby who run away. Yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again.
That mouse acting up like it's charged up.
Coming in. Yeah. Flex. I just wanna win. Yeah. LA baby who run away.
On the wrong side.
Yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10. Yeah.
Oh, that need to come off of it.
Okay.
You got that. I'm talking.
Baby, girl, what's happening? You and your legs invited. Now go and get the clapping. Now pop it for a player, pop it for me. Turn around and drop it.
Hey, yeah.
Pop it for me.
And what's up, Bomb Squad? This DC Kool-Aid got some more scratch.
I ain't had no eyelashes, so I was putting some eyelashes on for y'all, and then she turned the camera on. So, hey. Y'all get to see me with my eyelashes. I ain't had no eyelashes. It look like I ain't had no eyelashes.
I gotta turn this off right here. Turn that thing off of it.
So,
how y'all doing today? How's Saturday going? Uh-oh.
see she touching stuff here?
No, the thing was in the way.
Gonna blow up in a minute.
You gonna blow up.
I was mid eyelash.
Frank G had a birthday this week, babe.
Happy birthday. Put that on there. Hey, y'all. Hello. I don't need that. I ain't typing that. Good evening. Hey, Faith Squad, Frank G. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday. Simply Angie. Valerie. Hello, guys. How y'all doing? Hope y'all are having a good Saturday. It's cold. Everybody wish Frank G a happy belated birthday. I don't know what day your birthday was, but you're a Pisces, so it all works out for me. My birthday month starts today. Well, it starts yesterday because it's 2 weeks from yesterday. This is my birthday. So it's a whole month of March. But there's just awesome celebrations up until the birthday. Because, I mean, after the birthday, you just acting up, just getting extra presents after your birth date. But before then, yo. It was Wednesday. Well, happy belated birthday. Fellow Pisces. You know how we do. Like I said, everybody wish Frank G a happy birthday. Hey guys, I got 21 people and I only got 11 likes. Come on, hit that likes for me. Hey, surprise around the corner. You're a Pisces too. Hey, Miss Vicky. Hey, y'all. Happy Saturday. It is Real Talk with your girl, Lisa. So, y'all, I got a zip. Wait, wrong side. I forget this like a mirror. Y'all see that? I am too old for zits. Hey, Miss. Ooh, does that say Juicy? Yup. Hey, Miss Juicy. How y'all doing? Hello. Hey, y'all. Everybody who came in earlier saw me I had to find me some eyelashes. It looked like I didn't have any. Because the gray I get, the bald I'm gonna look, huh? So as you can see from the title, today we're kind of just gonna talk about everything. Hey, Tanya. But do not let YouTube turn you into someone you are not. That is the title. It is about anything. Not just about drama and petty, but don't let it make you scary. Don't let it make you sad or depressed person. Don't let YouTube change you. Be who you are. And when people say that, we always assume we're talking about be the best person you can be. But here's the thing. Everybody's not a great person. Some people are just a-holes. Oh, and by the way, your girl gave up cussing for Lent. Okay? And I'm not doing really good at it. Hey, Deborah Sky. So for every cuss word I say, I have to put $1 in the cuss jar, in the cuss mailbox. Let me show y'all the cuss mailbox. It's the cuss mailbox. You see how many dollars? Lent was just Wednesday. You see how many dollars? Look. I think it's a 5. I put a 5. Look. Yeah. So either way, I'm giving up something. So I'm gonna try my best. Hey, Asia. Hey, y'all. Hey, more bats. Hey. So every time this goes up, she's heard me cuss. So it goes in the cuss jar. Or this was one of the things I gave for Valentine's, put little things in. And so every time I cuss, I gotta put some money in. 40 days is gonna be about $1,000. And that's with me cutting down cussing and saying other stuff. So if I should happen to just get up and go get my purse in the middle, I don't forget. Started cussing. Hey, more eats. Hey, y'all. Hey, Asia. I don't remember saying hello, but hello. So, I don't know if I said hey to more eats, so more eats, hello to you as well. So, for some reason, this past week, I have had a lot of people come sit at my bar who's having a bad day. Most of it had to do with a relationship or something. Some of it was a job. Hey, Annie. Most of it was relationship stuff. This beautiful little girl came in there. She just turned 30 this year. And she was having a bad day about her relationship. They'd just broken up. And he was everything to her. I'm like, baby, you are beautiful. And you are 30. You better go be beautiful in 30 and get somebody else. Don't be sad. But it just made me think about YouTube. I believe that most of us got on here with the best intentions. We got on here because we needed a platform to express ourselves, for the love of the platform. DC got on here because she loves the platform. She loves the
Real quick, you can wear size 13 and some slide-ons.
yeah. So she threw me off, the old brain's not working. Hopefully I said hello to everybody. If I did not say hello, just, count it to the fact that I ain't got my glasses on and I'm talking and I'm trying to look at the light and not stare at myself while I'm talking. So I may not see y'all. But hey, y'all. Hey, everybody that's in the live. Thank y'all so much for coming and joining me. I need some more likes, though. Come on, y'all. I need more likes. Come on. All right. Back to what I'm saying. We all got on this platform for whatever reason is personal to us. It could be money. Not want to work no more. So I'm going to get on YouTube and I'm going to do what I got to do. And regardless of whatever your reason, it's your reason, it's personal to you, and it is the best reason in the whole wide world. That being said, what should be fun and profit and just, it's a lot of people like attention, like the being on camera and people, showing them attention and everything. Not one of them, however, but I will work it out. But then we get on YouTube and we turn into this version of ourselves that we don't recognize. And it gets progressively worse. And it's just like with anything else. It's not just YouTube. Don't let outside forces turn you into someone you're not. Make you act like someone you're not. Make you come out of character. Make you say and do things that in retrospect you will regret. You shouldn't have regrets. Whatever you do, bad or good, you did it for a reason, your reason, and that is a perfectly good reason. You shouldn't regret it. You did it. It's just like an apology. If you apologize for something you meant to do, please keep your apologies to yourself because they are useless. If you meant to do whatever you did, apologize, and it's just for them, it is just for you. It's not for them because you would do it again. It's just like if anybody's Catholic in the stream, if you confess something that you're planning to do again, why? Does not absolve you from that because you're going to do it again. So I don't watch as much YouTube as DC, but I listen because she'll be watching it and, we in the same bed.
I hope so.
Yes, that's right. Actions speak louder than words. Y'all know how I feel about apologies, forgiveness, and all that stuff. I'm like, here's the thing. If you did something to somebody, be it online, in person, on the phone, through a text message, an email, you meant to do it. It was a process. Because at any moment, before it became public, before it left your fingers, before it left your brain, you had the ability to stop it. And you chose not to. So you apologizing to me because the outcome was not satisfactory is irrelevant because you meant to do it. Think about all the people we watch on YouTube, all the calling people out their name and back and forth. And the reality is this. I hear people ask, you should apologize. Why? Did you mean to do it? Would you do it again? Why are you apologizing? You don't mean the apology. It's insincere. It is just words that you speak. It's like a fiction. It's like reading a novel of 100% fiction. It means nothing except to the person that wrote it. That's it. So an apology is for the person who apologizes, not the person that is being apologized to. Because you feel now I've been called out on my stuff, so now let me make this public decree of humility when it is false humility. Because if the situation was the same, if the situation is tomorrow, you probably do the same thing. YouTube and people, you should not let people get you out of character. I am who I am. I am mean. I say stuff I just say what I feel like because I'm grown. I try not to be rude because raised in the South, rude is it's almost like suicide. It's a mortal sin. You cannot be rude in the South. That is just so unladylike. So I try not to be rude. I say yes, I say please, I say thank you. I mean it. If someone lets me in or lets me get in front of them on the highway, I wave. Yes. Snoop and Gail. Gail meant what she did. When she did what she did. She meant what she did. She meant to ask those questions. She meant to make that particular statement at a time that was inappropriate for other people, but for her, it was appropriate. See, that's the thing. We keep going on our feelings and what we think and what we feel and yada, 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 whoop-de-whoop. But the reality is that when someone does something, it is not catering to us. It is catering to themselves. It is their feelings, their thoughts. Now, we may not agree with them, but for her, that was a perfectly valid time to bring up something that had already been dealt with. And bring it up to someone who actually had nothing to do with the incident. So, what you apologizing for, Larry? And Snoop is who he is. He was raised in a certain situation. He talks a certain way, and he said what he said, and he meant what he said. He apologized because to the general public, and I understand that these people are people who are considered famous, who are considered stars, so they have a certain image to uphold. But he meant what he said. What she said pissed him off, and he said the first thing came to mind. Now, apologize and fine, yay, he meant what he said. He apologized to the masses so that we wouldn't feel a certain way. But I felt that way. My thoughts, if I had said the exact same thing as Snoop Dogg, nobody would have known. I felt like, I don't know if she should have been killed, but I felt like, when something happened like that to you, don't be mad when somebody say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? When certain situations come up, don't be mad when your name brought up. Case in point. Hey, Nanny. Case in point. Harvey Weinstein got convicted on 3 charges, but she is utterly silent in that. You have nothing to say now? Don't be mad when people bring your name up. It's just like so many times. I mean, I know you scrolled on your Facebook and you see about public officials, judges, and people in political offices have saying racial slurs, and then they apologize. I didn't mean to say it. It was inappropriate. Well, you meant to say it because you said it. Don't apologize. You meant what you said. We just know how to handle you now. You don't have to apologize because your apologies are useless. They change nothing. A judge in I want to say Mississippi, somewhere in the South, just love to say the N word. N. Is that a cuss word? Can I say that? I have to check. Yeah, some things cuss words, some things not. And this has nothing to do with it. Who decided what words were cuss words?
Stay on 4 track.
This is on track. I don't have a track. I got a whole 4-lane highway. I can get in any lane I want to. Who decided that those particular words, the ones I like so much, the ones that sometimes I already showed them how much money in the thing, so keep it up and I won't do no more just because I want to give you no more money. And she thinks it's going to be for her. The money is not for her. It is for us to do something.
No, because
it is not for her. I will take all the money back. And she keep like, that is no. The money is not for her. She thinks it's her personal money because I cuss. I did not say I was not going to cuss because of her. She's not the reason I'm not cussing. And she been over there saying the cuss words, just F this and B that and S this and this and third. All of a sudden she know all the cuss words, but now because I can't say it. Everybody got to put $1 in. How about that? Time for you to put some dollars in there, baby.
No,
See,
That was
see,
your thing.
see, I fix that. All right, back to what we was talking about.
How many people you got?
29.
That's good.
Ooh,
Anybody
hold
on
on.
the panel and talk with you?
Oh, my bad. You know, I forget about stuff like that. So if anybody wants to join the panel and talk along with me and hop up on there and let's get it in. Come on now. Come on.
So you was talking about how people
Yeah. Snoop, yeah, hold on. Let me see that. Yeah. Snoop's a little mainstream. He got sponsors now. Those sponsors made him apologize because they can't have that kind of negativity. He was displaying on social media attached to their brand. Yes. And here's the thing. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all some good stuff. Like I said, I don't care. Don't apologize to me for something you did to me because you meant to do it. However, I understand that he did have to apologize, but his apologies in the real world, everybody knows. Everybody that has said stuff and thought stuff know that he didn't mean them apologies for real. He meant them apologies for that money. And guess what? Guess what? I have said, you know what? I have been at work, and y'all know what I do. I'm a bartender. And my money is solely dependent upon how a person perceives me. So if I have, because I'm telling you, if you come in the restaurant, as soon as the restaurant opens up at 11 o'clock, my face is tight. It's balled up. And it won't unball till about 12:30. However, hey Carol, hey y'all. And it won't unball till about 12:30. However, you ain't did nothing. Now, I would advise people not to come to the restaurant as soon as it opens. One, because we are not ready for you. Even if you come in 11:30, cool. The grease is melted. The thing is hot. We're full to take 10, 15 minutes at the most. You come in as soon as we open, it's good 20, 30 minutes. So come on in and be late for work. That's on you. However, if I know my face is balled up and them people ain't did nothing, I will change how I'm acting. You know, I make sure I go out of my way a little bit more. I might not say I'm sorry, but I imply that my bad. Because my money is my money. And for my money, somebody got to give it to me out of their wallet. And that's just like Snoop Dogg. He's not Snoop Doggy Dogg, Snoop Deal, Double G, gin and juicing, pimping and hoeing. He is Snoop Dogg, Martha Stewart, potluck. The only thing he still do that is old Snoop Dogg is get high. So yes, he had to say he's sorry, but he meant it. And here's the thing. He was upset about a situation. There was a young man, a brilliant, beautiful young man, lost his life and his child at the same time. And these people who, just like people get invested in people on YouTube, people get invested in basketball players, football players, movie stars, TV stars, singers, everything. People get upset, hold vigils. So when someone goes out of their way to disparage that person at a time, yes, getting Dunkin' Donuts. Come on now. Employee of the month. Go ahead. That's what he said. That's what he said in the commercial. That's what he said in the commercial. So guess what? You know why I would go and try the impossible, whatever that thing is in Dunkin' Donuts? Because Snoop Dogg said it was good. Because Snoop Doggy Dogg. Not because it was Dunkin' Donuts. That's the only reason. Because Snoop Dogg said so. So they worked. So his apology, as long as Dunkin' Donuts keeps telling Snoop Dogg to be the employee of the month, guess what? I will go to Dunkin' Donuts and try the impossible sandwiches, whatever meat, whatever it is. Just because he said so, because I like Snoop Dogg. But again, I digress. At the time, here's the thing. You ain't gotta like everybody. Kobe was not my favorite basketball player. However, every time I made a basket of trash ball in my job, I said Kobe, because that's what you say when you make a basket. But I did appreciate the young man that he was. I did appreciate the things that he did. I did appreciate that he was raising beautiful young women, beautiful queens in this world. So I mean, he may not have been my favorite basketball player, but he was one of my favorite people in the world. And it was sad. And it was not the time to bring up something he did 20 years ago. Not only because of him, but because of the other people who were involved in that situation, who had moved past that situation and were living their lives. This was not the time. If somebody wanted to bring it up, he's been around for 40 years. He's been around 20 years after that. There were plenty of times that you could have said something. Him being deceased, his daughter being deceased, 7 other people losing their lives. And you're asking somebody who had absolutely positively nothing to do with it, how she felt about the situation? Come on, you just wanted people to say something. So when people said something, I guess you thought they was gonna say good stuff. Don't change who you are. Don't let what you do change who you are. Don't let YouTube get you out of pocket. Don't let YouTube make you feel like you're less than. Don't let YouTube make you feel like you're more than anybody. I got 8,000 subscribers. You got 800,000 subscribers. Trust me when I tell you, you are no more or no less than I am. Don't let YouTube get you fooled. And that's the problem we have nowadays. Good people, beautiful people, I get knocked out of pocket because every time you turn on YouTube, somebody fussing about something stupid. Every time. Come on now. Is it that serious? Ain't enough money on YouTube? Ain't enough money in the world for everybody? In the place. Hey, Calvin. Hey, North Carolina. Isn't it a place for everybody at the table? If the table ain't big enough, build some more, add to the table. Is it necessary to be somebody else for these people? Is it necessary not to be yourself? Think about it. When you look at yourself, everybody who's a content creator, and you go back and you look at your videos and you look at yourself when you've gotten out of pocket, when you allow somebody else to take you out and be something different, do you like who you see? Karen, okay. I just wish he didn't apologize. She deserved what she got. Okay, maybe the threat, all these stupid reporters, they brought it for the shock factor, thought it would give them ratings, and it all backfired. Right. I mean, here's the thing. Snoop apologized because at the end of the day, regardless of what he thought, some of that stuff should not have been spoken. Snoop is a grown man with daughters. I want you to, and some of the stuff he said, I was like, come on, Snoop, you should not have said that. I understand where you're coming from, but I mean, there are other ways to say things. There are other ways to get your point across. But I understand why he apologized, because that particular incident, because what she did brought him out of pocket. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You allow somebody else to make you less than who you are. You allow a situation to make you respond in a way that is not indicative of who you are as a person. We can't allow that. We can't allow things and people to make us feel bad. Also, at the same time, Kobe had his legal problems. His wife had a miscarriage. He had paid a heavy price at home. His wife didn't. Right. Hey, you. Hey, y'all. This is the thing. Here's the thing. There's nobody. I want the first person who has never done something, whether you got caught or not. I want the first person who has never done something they ain't proud of, who got accused of something they didn't do. Because here's the thing. We don't know whether or not this young man actually did it. We know he was accused of it. But we will never know. But here's the thing. He paid a price. He may not have paid he paid a price for that. People thought differently of him. His wife almost left him. He paid a monetary price. He paid a spiritual price. His wife paid a physical price. The young lady in question, regardless of whether or not She paid a price. Because the reality is, nobody really believed the young lady. You understand? Think about it. Why would he do that? He don't need to do that. So everybody has paid for that particular situation. It was not necessary. Hey, Leilani, hey, y'all. It was not necessary to bring that situation up at a time when the young man had passed away. But here's my problem with that. It wasn't just that. Because, come on now. You know, when somebody died, that's the first thing they do is you temper the mourning with any bad stuff they done in the past, whether actual or perceived. But why was she bringing up in that interview with that young lady at that particular time? They were discussing the loss of this young man. They were not discussing his past. Why would you do that with Lisa Leslie? What does she have to do with that situation? Because she played basketball? Come on now. Huh. You took a risk and it didn't work out for you the way you thought it was going to work out. You thought people were going to look at you as a serious journalist, having this journalistic ethics and this hard-hitting reporting, when people looked at you like you were a vulture, taking advantage of a very, very sad situation. When we look at that situation, it seems like 2 people died in that helicopter crash. 9 people lost their lives. Children lost both their parents. Spouses lost their spouse and their child. There were 9 lives devastated in that particular crash. And you taking it upon yourself at that moment to make it about something else, that one cool. I don't understand how some of you would go live for hours. I mean...
Oh, yeah. I've seen that a lot. And I don't get it. And I feel like they're repeating the same thing over and over and over. It's like a whole bunch of YouTubers, not just 1 or 2 or 3. It's a whole bunch of YouTubers. That's all they do. I be like,
I don't do 8 hours at my job.
When do they sleep?
About? When y'all stop watching?
Shit, they still be talking. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't understand why they do China. That. But
first of all, let me tell y'all something. We go 2.5 hours and my mouth be dry. I be parched and still have something to drink. Because let me tell you something. I can understand how you get into it. You get into a flow of a conversation and you don't want it to stop. We are actually conversating. While I might be the only one talking, physically talking, we are conversating through the chat, through the stream. Yes, Carol, I agree with you. He did. That young man did a lot that had nothing to do with basketball, and all of it was positive. So the takeaway from this is, who of us can cast the first stone? Be careful about them glass houses, because you know a pebble can knock it down. That's all I got to say about that. But back to what we're talking about. I can understand getting into a conversation. I can understand getting into a groove, getting into a flow. We talking like we do. We talk mess. We talk stuff. You know what I'm saying? We laugh. We joke. We go back and forth. I can understand that. However, I can't understand. I'm with you on the 8, 12, 13, 2 straight days like you in labor with a child of mess. I don't know, guys. Here's the thing. I can understand. Let me qualify this by saying this. To everybody who does that, they do it. Most of the time they do it because they've been hurt, or because they've had a perceived action. Thank you. They have had something that they perceived as an attack on themselves, and they are trying to get their point across. They are trying to show that what happened to them is not what really happened. I get that. But here's the thing. what a person thinks about you. You can talk to a person until you're blue in the face. You can talk to a person for hours at a time. You can state your case. You can show all the bullet points. You can have a PowerPoint presentation. You can pull up receipts of all forms and fashions. Once a person has made up their mind about you, nothing you say matters. And at some point, we have to realize that. At some point, we have to realize that silence speaks volumes. At some point, we have to realize that silence can fill up an entire universe where words mean nothing. You stay on live talking about somebody heard this, somebody said that, somebody lied here, somebody did this to me. But guess what? They don't care. When somebody does something to you, and I don't know why we don't understand that, Harvey. Okay, I can do that, China. Give me a second. I got them too.
What you mean?
Lisa, I want you to talk about Harvey Weinstein, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby when you have a time. What time is it?
I don't want to run out of time, but go ahead.
Oh, I got a minute. No, I can bounce around. Free. Oh, free to be me. Yes, I love your name. Yes. Silence is golden. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, or sir. The name is kind of ambiguous. So,
if anybody want to get on the panel to discuss what we're talking
silence is beautiful.
Click on that link right there.
You remember when we got our live taken? Oh, so many moons ago.
2017.
She knows the date. 2017.
And
they thought, and the people who did it, thought that we were going to go back and forth. We were going to give you some free advertisement. I was going to cuss and do this and do that. No, you meant nothing to me. You thought you did something. Guess what we did? We put our videos out. And when we could go live again, we did. I am not going to entertain your crazy. I am not going to give you what you want, which is free publicity and my aggravation. You mean nothing to me. Absolutely, positively nothing. And I'm sorry. The only thing that will get me heated and get me to showing out publicly, like on YouTube, like now, is messing with my kids. I'm grown and I cover the ground I walk on. And what I have done, what I'm still doing, and what I may do in the future, I will stand behind. Well, Gail ain't the cutest little, she ain't the cutest puppy in the bundle, so there we go. Yep. Yes, China. So coming after me, if that makes you happy, baby, go ahead. But when it involves my children and my family, then I have to draw the line, and then I have to start doing things. Then I have to start doing legal things and getting, lawyers and writing up paperwork and, serving people and actually showing you the power of silence. Okay. So, I'm not about to argue with nobody. You don't like me? Yay. You ain't got to look at me. Because guess what? Everybody that I don't like, everybody's content that I don't like, if I don't like the way your voice sounds, when I flip on your thing, I will politely flip you off. What's going to happen is, if the negativity and gossip BS continue, YouTube don't stop. Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
YouTube is not, first of all, YouTube don't want to give you no money anyway. Make no mistake about it. YouTube is not sitting up there with the YouTube powers that be are not sitting up there at home on the way to work going, whoo, I'm about to give out some money today. No, what they are doing is, let me see how I can figure out how to take some money from people. That's what they're trying to do. So make no mistake about it. If you piss YouTube off, they will find a way to have you sitting up there making 2 cents every 3 days. Okay. So you might want to calm that down.
Right. And the sad part about it, they just keep doing it. Like on and on, just nonstop for no reason. And it ain't like nothing being accomplished, ain't nothing being accomplished. It ain't like y'all, gonna actually physically meet up somewhere.
And yes, they will. Here's the problem. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down a little bit. Let me start with this. Yeah. If somebody is talking about you, and that means you're in their thoughts, you are bothering their presence, and your very presence on the earth is irritating them. And you should go, thank you. Because I'm not talking about you. But feel free, go ahead. That's number one. Nobody is going to say, if I'm talking, okay, who? Karen, hey. They said Oprah was a reason.
Hey, where your glasses at?
First of all, they are. Yes, Asia, they talked about Jesus. Sure did. They most assuredly did. They're gonna talk about everybody. Somebody, and to say that, somebody said something the other day. I forget what. Anyway, she's in the Congress, I think. She's a young congresswoman, the new one, AOC, I think that's her initials. She said that right now, in this day and time, if you go back, and everybody likes to quote Bible verses, you go back and Jesus talked to the sinner just as much as he talked to the saint. He said we should love one another. He said we should treat those that are below us the same as we would treat anybody else. But you know what the bad part about it is? As much as we quote scriptures from the past, if it were to happen today, and he would come say the exact same thing, he would be talked about and laughed at. Because those sentiments are not of today. We love to quote him, but we don't take action on what's said. They will talk about anybody. They will find something to dislike about you. They will find something that you said and make it seem like it was the worst thing ever said in the history of the world. And no amount of lives, no amount of videos, no amount of back and forth, no amount of it's going to change that. Now, she said something about Harvey Weinstein, R. Kelly, and Bill Cosby. Here's the thing. And this is why I'm going to show you how no amount of rebuttal will change how people feel about you. Bad or good. Now, everybody, Harvey Weinstein is relatively new in my circle, in the Black community. I don't know who Harvey Weinstein was until the Me Too movement came up. It shouldn't have had to have a movement. We shouldn't have had to have a movement to say that sexual harassment or harassment of any kind is unacceptable. We shouldn't have had to have a movement for that. That should just be taught normally. You should teach your children not to do that, so they don't grow up to be adults that do that. We shouldn't have needed a movement for that. However, Harvey didn't come up to the Me Too thing. For me, I'm sure in other circles he was way more up than R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. R. Kelly, y'all know. Come on. Now, y'all think what y'all want to. This is my personal opinion. I was not there. I don't know him personally. I have never been to an R. Kelly concert. That being said, y'all know. Come on now. Now I want everybody. Now you ain't got to put up no ones or nothing in the chat. You ain't got to say it. But I can bet just about everybody over here got an uncle or somebody, a cousin or somebody that every time you went to a family function, a family reunion, over to your grandmama house, they were like, he can't be left alone with the kids. Where the kids at? That's what R is. He's an open secret. He's a public secret. We just didn't know how far he had taken it. Just because somebody is famous does not mean they are not disgusting. I don't know why people think that because you have a lot of money or you can sing well or you can act well or whatever, you're not nasty. It doesn't change you as a person. You being what's the word? You being talented doesn't stop you from being a pervert. Now come on now. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me you didn't go over to your grandmama's house and your great uncle I'm about to say Richard, I didn't want to use that name.
Oh Lord,
your great uncle Steve. I'm sorry. I hope ain't no Steve's in here. But you know, he can't grab the kids. That's just like you always got that cousin that steal.
The one that's broke all the time.
Or the one that's always gonna ask for money. You know when he show up, he don't come to no other family fun. Unless he broke. Or she, I'm just saying he, you know.
Because she did it in my family.
But I'm just saying. Y'all know R was nasty. Harvey Weinstein, whatever his name is. He was convicted. Come on now. You know, since time immemorial, men with power have made it a part of just the way it is. If you want to be famous, you'll sleep with me. You want this movie role, you'll do this. If you want to do this, you do that. It is time immemorial. Some women do it, some women don't. Some women, but the reality is because people, I'm not just gonna say men because women do it as well. I'm not gonna bash men. I made a man, love men. But daddy was one. Rest his soul. I'm not gonna just bash men. People in general, if they have the power and they can't abuse it, they will. Think about it. I personally want my own cousin not to go near. She did anyway, then come to tell me what he said. I can't say the A word. Did I tell you behind not to be around him?
Asia said, at the cookout, and they be like, go hide my pocketbook.
Go get my purse. Go get my purse. Where my purse? Where Pookie? Where Pookie? Nah, I done told y'all he can't go in the house. Talking about he want to use the phone. He can't use no phone. You better go steal a phone.
Not at my house, though.
Yes, Belinda, everybody does it. So I'm not just going to pick on men, but men were just the three that she said. That's why. I can go to the young lady that is retaining her teaching license after she performed fellatio on a 12-year-old. No jail time because, she's too cute to go to jail. So trust me when I tell you. Use your mobile phone. We done stole the phone, think they got something good. It don't even cut on. Minutes gone. Mad. Just over there mad. Then bring it back. I found your phone. No, you didn't. Just get your sticky fingers out my house. Mm-hmm. But I digress. People in power people who abuse, people who are not good people. We have to stop thinking that, yep. Leilani. We have to stop thinking that everyone is inherently good. They're not. They're not. Now imagine somebody who is not inherently good in power. We have seen it time and time again. What happens when somebody who should not have the power has the power and they abuse it because they can. If I have what you want, and the only way to get it is to do what I say, and I'm the kind of person who will abuse that situation, that's where people like Harvey Weinstein comes into play. People in power use those who are not in power because they can, and because we continue to allow them to. We do not call them to task the first time they do something inappropriate. We just ignore it. Yes, Belinda, you're correct. We ignore it. We're like, well, we'll say something to him. He won't do it again. Well, he will do it again because you allowed him to do it the first time. Hey, Tanya.
What's up, Tanya Morris?
You understand what I'm saying? These things happen because we continue to allow them to happen. It's the same thing with police brutality. If the first time anyone who was killed by the police and shouldn't have been, the first time that happened, the police was arrested and jailed, then they would have thought twice the second time. The second person had been appropriately punished, then maybe the third time would not have happened. Herein lies the problem. Once we make allowances for somebody, we're allowing them to do what they have gotten away with, and they will continue to do it. Sometimes it is criminal, sometimes it's personal. Go follow Junebug. Y'all stupid. Sometimes it's personal. If your wife's cheated on you and you forgave her 3 times, guess what? She's not cheating on you anymore because you told her it was all right. You made allowances. So now you're allowing her to do what she's doing. There are no consequences for her actions, so she can continue her actions. If you continue to put stuff away when you have children, my grandmother had little knickknacks and things all over the house. They were at eye level where I could touch them. But if I put my hands on them, she put her hands on me. So her little animals survived. If you continue to put the animals where the children cannot reach them, they don't learn that you shouldn't touch it where it's at. That is just a simple analogy. If you do not stop them the first time, trust me when I tell you, they will continue until they are stopped. But can you imagine the lives they have touched in the process and not in a good way? That's the problem. There are consequences, good and bad, to your actions.
And that's the same thing on the YouTube streets.
Yeah.
Same thing on the YouTube streets.
You come in and I don't like you. Thank you, China. I don't like you. So the first thing I do is, China, I'm going to use you because I just said thank you to you. Oh, China, why she got to be China? I don't like her name. Why her face, baby? You know what I'm saying? I don't like her for whatever reason. So I get on here and I get out of pocket and I start talking about it. I start messing with her. You know the best way to shut me up is to not say nothing. Because I'm not, what's the word? Best thing is not to say anything. You got no response. No response is the best response to some people because all they need to know is that they are bothering you. All they need to know is that All they have to do is say one thing, and you over there mad and crying and this, and the third. But if you ignore them, they will go away. You know what happens to a fire that doesn't have oxygen? It goes out. But if you continue to feed it, blow on it, open up doors, pour gasoline on it, guess what? It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it starts sucking in people that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
If you got an issue with one person, directly go to that person off camera, on your phone, through a direct message, find the email address, say what you got to say, and leave it at that. Don't bring 3,000 people into it. Because now you done made everybody mad.
Mm-hmm.
I get blocked in so many chats. People have no clue.
Wow.
Baby, let me tell you something. Let me tell you some good stuff. Nobody is ever going. Nobody care. The killing part is that we don't know what anybody has been through. We don't know anybody's life unless they tell us. And they're not going to tell us everything because everything ain't for everybody. That's what people fail to realize. My life story is not for everybody because not everybody's going to understand. They're going to be like, well, why you did it this way? Why you didn't go that way? Why you did? Because that's what happened. I can't change it. And I'm just saying it. So everything ain't for everybody. We don't know everybody's struggles. We don't know what it took for some of y'all to get up out the bed today. We don't know what it takes for some of y'all to go to pull yourself to work every day. We don't know what it takes. We only know what we have. We only know what we do. And we cannot assume that because we got up today, regardless of how we felt, that the other person can get up and do. Because maybe their day, maybe their night was worse than ours. Maybe their struggle was just a little bit harder than ours. And instead of being empathetic, instead of understanding that every day ain't a good day, we got something to say. If you don't like me, cool. You want to call me all kind of B's and H's and this, and the third, cool. That's your mouth, them your feelings. And guess what? They ain't got nothing to do with me. Your little words mean nothing to me. Because trust me when I tell you, I have been called all kind of B's and H's and this, and the hoe ain't no bad word. I mean, I'll call kind of hoes and sluts and fats and uglies and everything since I was a kid. You think your little stuff 50 some years later gonna bother me? This way inside down. Go find you something to do. Get you a man. Get you a woman. Get you somebody to play with. Get you a dog. I don't care what you do. You think you can bother me? You know how many times I sat by myself because didn't nobody want to be my friend? You think your little words hurt me? I know I'm fat. I look in the mirror. It's 2 mirrors right here. When I leave here to go to the bathroom, it's 2 big old full mirrors. I can see from my forehead to my toenails. Yes. I don't miss nothing on me. You calling out, I'm so glad you can see today. But what does it profit you? When you sit on a live
8 hours,
12 hours, 13 hours, a day and a half, 2 days, every day, you ain't got to be on there for no long time, just every day, 2 or 3 times a day. What does it profit you? Does it turn back time? Hey, Oreo.
hey,
Hey, J Dunn. Hey, y'all. Does it turn back time? When you come on and you talk about people and you bully people and you bring people into a situation that they're not into and whatever, does it turn the clock back and change what you have a problem with that person? Does it put money Does it pay your bills? Does it put money in your pocket? Can you erase the bad stuff and leave the good stuff? It doesn't do anything. Now, let me tell y'all something. Real talk is my outlet. Once a week, I can get what's in, out, and I can move on. So I can understand the necessity for having to speak your piece. Because sometimes, like I said, my baby is all about the high road. Don't say nothing. Don't cuss about. Sit Mo! Don't say nothing. She all about the high road.
What's up, Sam?
And I will take that road sometimes. Sometimes the high road, sometimes you gotta put on your good Southern Belle mint julep, thing and just have to just go, oh, bless their heart, and just let it be.
Please smash that like button, guys.
But sometimes the low road is the best road. Sometimes you got to take the subway. You got to go underground on them. So I can understand the necessity for venting, for getting what's inside of you out. But once that is done, excuse me, Jay Dunn, you like that? Anyway, but once that has done, let it be. Because what started out as you venting, come on, Sugarfoot.
What?
Jay Dunn.
Oh, you gotta push it right there, baby.
What?
There you go, you good.
I know.
Hey, DC Kool-Aid and Lisa. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, Sugarfoot. Hi.
Hey.
What's your input on people on these YouTube streets?
Hey, Brenda.
That like to come in, you know, Jay Dunn. There's a lot of people out here.
Everybody, welcome Jay Dunn to the chat, to the chat.
Well, I was listening to Lisa, and I just got in. I only been up in here probably for like 5 minutes.
Okay, what we're talking about basically is how a lot of YouTubers come on these YouTube streets, talking a lot of stuff about other people all day, every day, twice a day, and they not who they are. They like a totally different person, but they letting the YouTube streets change them into a negative energy person.
They're getting you out of pocket. Basically, my thing was don't let YouTube turn you into somebody you're not. Because you got to constantly, there's so many battles on YouTube that if you try to fight them all, you kill yourself.
I mean, and I can agree with that. I can agree with every point that y'all making, because when I first came on YouTube, I legitimately came on here to talk about film. That's it. Film, promote my friend, talk about political events, go to Kaya concerts, all this kind of stuff. But then once the adversity did come to me, I got tired of the adversity to the point to where and people might think that it's crazy, but I have never been one in the past to cuss somebody out. I felt like I didn't know how to drag or read anybody in the past,
baby.
But it wasn't until I got on here and all these people kept coming at me, and I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta fight these people off of me.
You gotta fight the powers of me. I was listening to you one day, and I said, "Who? That sound like Jay Dunn." Wait a minute. I said, cause she had you on. I don't know. I be playing. Let me tell you, I had the TV be on. I be playing on my phone. I be watching something playing on TV, and I was listening. I said, "Did Jay Dunn just say? Oh, she sound like me." Wait a minute, what happened? Yeah, I was. But see, that's my thing. I get it. I get where you coming from. I listen to you sometimes, Jay, and I know where you coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go in no particulars. I know where you coming from, and I know why you say the things you say and do the things you do. But my thing is that once that's done, once you have said it,
right?
Some people, and a lot of them, it's millions, it's billions of YouTubers, so it's a bunch of them. Once you said it, you gotta let it be done, because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I believe in the high road. I believe in the low road. I ain't got no problem with cussing them out. I ain't got no problem with filling this little cuss jar up, because you wasn't here earlier. I gave up cussing for Lent, but clearly it's not been working out like that, because this is some money. This is the cuss bucket, and yeah, Lent was Wednesday. Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So hey.
And I mean, but what I will say is that once I felt like I got that part out, then it might have been a few more people that had to be lined up after, because you still coming at me about something that I thought I already got out the way. But I've been trying to get back to my own self within YouTube now that I have a clearer mind and a clearer head and less adversity. And so I understand that people want positivity, because everybody got their own stuff going on. So they don't want to come on YouTube and see negativity either. I get that.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You see what you said? You feel like now you got to try to get back to who you are. Or who you really are, not who YouTube has made you be at different times during your stay on YouTube. That's my thing. For all the people coming up, not for us that's been on here, because it's been so much stuff in such a short period of time. Even with us, even though we just, this is the majority of the extra stuff we do is just, nothing. We don't get into all that craziness, but for some reason we still get kind of sucked in a little bit. And it blows me, because I'm like, now if I say something, all of a sudden I'm this in third. So that's why I have learned to, the reality is what happens is with your situation, a lot of them kept coming at you because they knew they had got you out of pocket. And you was going to give them what they wanted, attention. A lot of them come at people, especially people, because what happens when you get a quiet person or somebody like you who is not about that stuff, and you get them riled up, and you done click that, you done flip that little switch. They know I'm going to get this attention. They know I'm going to get this publicity. They know I'm going to get this. And it doesn't matter whether it's negative or not, because millions of people apply to the sentiment of any publicity is good publicity. Millions of people don't care whether or not they are looked at as positive. They cool with being the negative.
Right.
So I hate that you had to say that now you got to go try to get back to you. That's really what the topic was about.
Well, it is.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I saw fit to call in, because that's one thing about me. I admit everything about myself. And when I read the topic and I listened to you for a little bit, I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't have to do that before. But when I say even me having to curse somebody out, I believe that's still me. But that was just a part of me that was deep down that I didn't even know would ever come out.
I was listening. I said, did she call her a funky bee? I said, oh, Jesus. She said a funky one. I said, oh, they bad when they funky.
I think it was so deep down.
Baby, but when it came out, it was, I'm sorry, that was just hilarious to me. I was over there rolling. I was listening. I said, oh, she said about 13 curse words in 2 seconds. What they did to J Dunn? J Dunn don't be like crazy like that.
So let me ask you another question, J Dunn.
I can't say him because I ain't got that much money in my wallet. But you said a lot.
So J Dunn, how you feel about people like that like to keep drama going, and the other person that they're talking about or going on them, not even replying or saying anything to them, but they continuously to make videos or go live about the person?
Well, I don't like that, and I don't respect that. But again, it's like I've been in so many different angles on YouTube when it comes to drama, not in my own doing.
Hey, babies. Hey, Lauren. Hey, y'all.
Not my own doing, but what I will say, I've learned, and I said this on y'all show one time before. Whenever you are quiet and somebody is putting a narrative out there about you, but you stay quiet about it, then you allow the time for that narrative to grow feet and run away. And that's the thing, because I understand being anti back and forth. But sometimes when you take that high road and you be quiet and you have a person who is being antagonistic and doing video after video, live after live after live about you, with lies about you, with untruths about you, you are given opportune time for those lies to get carried away by all the people who are subscribed to that person to believe. It's hard to do damage control later on down the line when they've done that.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't do damage control when you do it if it's the same day. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because once somebody, you can't prove a lie, but you also can't disprove one.
Okay.
So once somebody has put a lie, an untruth, an exaggeration, it could have been something you did, but not the way they said you did it. Once that's put out there in the atmosphere, and that's the first thing people hear, they may not say anything, but you're not going to be able to disprove what that person says because nobody else was there. And even if somebody come up and say, well, I heard this, and the third, well, you heard what they said.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when you go back and forth with somebody, that's what they want. They don't care whether or not they lying on you, baby. They don't care whether or not it's true. They don't care whether or not they don't care about what started it. They only care.
Baby,
they only care about the back and forth that's going to come from what they said. Because now they got you riled up. Now they got you in it. Now they like, oh yeah, it's about to go. Let's go. Because that's what they do. Because that is who they are. See, it's not taking them out of character. Now understand what I said. YouTube does not take everybody out of character, but don't let that apply to you. Some of these people, this is who they are. All day, every day, this is who they are.
Right.
And they enjoy that. And they see that they have people who are quiet or who are not as vocal. So they say, well, let me get with them. Let me get with them. Let me see. Jay Dunn talks about positive stuff. She laughs, she jokes. Let me see what I can make Jay Dunn do. So Jay Dunn ran butt naked down the middle of the street with a sparkle in her booty.
Oh.
I'm running
with my camera because I'm gonna give you some viral video.
You need more than viral video. You need to call somebody because she crazy. I would be calling the people. I'd be like, this is naked. She running down the street. She got a sparkle in the booty. I believe somebody need to come get her. I would have did that. And a booty butter. Yep, her booty would have been shiny because she'd have my unicorn booty butter glitter on. If you go crazy, you might as well look good. But once they have said that, now you feel the need to respond. And all you do is got to respond one time before it becomes a spiral. Before it becomes so, all right, Jay Dunn. Now, people are listening. Jay Dunn said something. So maybe Jay Dunn did go down the street with a sparkle in a booty.
Lisa.
I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is childish. Because even the most intricate lie is childish. Why do you care about what Jay Dunn did? Why do you care about antagonizing her? I'm just using you because we talking. Why do you care? Every lie, I don't care if it is a very well thought out lie. It is still childish and just as idiotic as what I said. The reason I said something so stupid is because even Jay Dunn had sex with a dude. She up here trying to portray herself as gay, but I know that's not what she is. She's just trying to get y'all to talk to her. What I just said is just as idiotic as you running up and down the street butt naked with a sparkle in your booty glowing because you got booty butt on. That is just as ignorant. Because a lie is a lie. A lie is a lie. And you know what, Jay? You come back and you say, well, how you gonna sit up there and say I'm not gay? I know what I do, this, and the third. Guess what? Now people looking at you sideways.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what you say, they're gonna look at you sideways. So here's the thing. Once you have spoken your piece, and this is just you general for everybody listening. Once you have spoken your piece, let it be done. Because it's not the initial lie. It is not the initial rebuttal. It is all the rebuttals after that. Because they get increasingly louder and they get increasingly more agitated and they get increasingly more aggressive until you had to do what you did that day when I was looking at the phone going, Jay Nunn just called it. Fuck it be. I said, You know how that is some 1967 jive turkey funky stuff. You remember back in the day, you got that uncle talking about his ex-wife. Oh, Funky B, tired of her. When she come walking through the door, shut up, Earl. Nobody want your little taco meat, little booty. Nobody want you. That's why I said that. But you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm making it a joke because the reality is that if the excuse me,
drink something.
I did.
It was too sweet.
My throat itching. The reality is,
you good?
Nope.
Girl, if you don't stop and drink the water, whatever you got now.
I did. How long, y'all?
You said you did. That would make you chocolate sweet.
He was going to kill himself for ratings. Anyway.
Who said that?
Karen said somebody she won't mention no names, but there's one YouTuber said he was gonna kill himself for ratings.
Oh wow.
But see, my thing, even with that, what Karen just said, even with that, that makes light of all the people who do commit suicide. Don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't for the life of me fathom the negativity that we root for.
Mm-hmm.
We flip on these channels of these people we know talking crazy. We don't know who to believe. And at the end of the day, it has gone on so long and gone so far away from the initial subject that what does it matter?
Mm-hmm.
I felt sorry for you 13 videos ago. Now on video number 14, I'm like, well, maybe they weren't lying.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about it. If you're constantly coming back with somebody and then you start sounding like the person you coming back at, and then every now and again you sound worse than the person you coming back at some point, people go like, maybe they weren't lying. And then it starts all over again.
And then people going back and forth. They want to go see what they saying. Then you want to go see what they saying. Now you caught up in the middle, don't know who to believe. You know?
I don't care. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying.
I didn't say that right.
Start off like that.
It's like, but here's the thing. If people only subscribe to you because you doing crazy stuff, as soon as you stop doing the crazy stuff, guess what? You back to making 13 cents a week. Well, nothing, because they ain't gonna give you that. But you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If people are coming to you because of mess, but you ain't a mess starter and you ain't a mess keeper upper.
Or you wasn't a mess before.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you like our titles is you done turned to something that you're not, you know.
And you done went back, like you said, you had to go back to being you. I would rather be me with my little subscribers growing at a slow rate than to be somebody else just to get people to click a button. And then I got to keep up this negative energy. And then this negative energy starts to bleed into my real life. Off this camera, I got kids, wife, and a life.
The interesting thing though, Lisa, is whenever I was in the height of beef, I didn't have any subs at all. But my objective wasn't to come for subs or clicks. It was really because I didn't like the narrative that was being put out there about me.
Well, I ain't talking about you, baby.
No, I get that. But I'm just saying, in rare situations, sometimes it ain't even about the sub. It's just about like, stop lying on me. But then
you
the
trying to
sub
avoid
ends up coming later on, but it's like, stop lying.
you trying to clear yourself.
But I mean, I'm gonna ask you, and I want you to think, Jay
Okay.
Dunn, and I want you to be honest with yourself.
Uh-huh.
Even after all the stuff that you done been through, and I know you done been through a lot.
Mhm.
That's why I value what you say, because you've been through a lot on these YouTube streets.
Mhm.
Has anything you ever done, all the comebacks and everything, has it ever just cleared your name completely?
To be honest, Lisa, I think so. My channel has been, it's been the best that I ever saw. And I feel like people got a better understanding of the situation. Now, of course, there's still going to be people sprinkled here and there that's still going to believe whatever. But I think it allowed me to get my frustration out about whatever has happened on here. And it allowed me to no longer harbor any type of ill will, to be open to other people on my channel, to be open to other people's opinions with my channel, and just to honestly get back to myself.
Well, that's good.
But
I'm glad.
I don't believe that everybody liked me. No, it's still people that dislike me.
Baby, let me tell you something. Let me tell you some good stuff. For every one of you, there are a million not you.
Uh-huh.
There are a million who will go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth till they don't even know what they're going back and forth for no more.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, they still sitting there miserable because 13 seconds later, they back and forth with somebody new. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you going through one situation, I know what you were going through not too long ago,
Mm-hmm.
and you had to get that out
I did.
because that kept popping back up. And sometimes you gotta bust a bitch
That's a dollar.
like a pimple.
For the ones that don't know, she's not supposed to cuss a word. That's a dollar.
Anyway,
Raise the flag. Oh, it's up.
raise your face. Anyway, anywho, I forgot what I was saying. Dang, yeah, but sometimes you gotta put somebody in their place. Sometimes you gotta let them know that I am, as what was that, Master P? I am about it, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta let them know, air and opportunity.
Right.
You wasn't here earlier. You wasn't here when we were talking about what happened to us 2017.
17
years ago, right? 2017.
Hey, right? That was a long time. You been
Hey.
stalking me a long
I
time,
know, right?
play. I ain't even mad with you, queen.
Anyway, we were what's the word?
When they took our live,
They took
because
out, she don't really know. So they had took our live away from us because somebody wanted to say we was copyrighting them or
here's
something.
what had happened.
we
was,
didn't.
Here's what had happened. There was a particular situation into where another channel had, I guess, they sex. What was it? Sex talk or something?
Yeah. something
Anyway, that was their thing.
Uh-huh.
So one day, our best friend caught her son doing the nasty with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So that Saturday, we were talking about getting caught in the act. But when she wrote the title, all it said was caught having sex or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't about no grown people. It wasn't sex talk. It was about a parent catching a 16-year-old son booty up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, clearly, that had nothing to do with late night, getting in talk. It was, how would I not go to jail for killing, everybody.
My child and the girl.
Everybody
and
got
the
to go.
parents.
Just kids flying out of windows.
Mm-hmm.
So they sent us a thing saying that we copyright infringe, don't they copyright and da 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 whoop de whoop. I'm like, well, clearly you didn't watch the video because we ain't nothing to do with y'all talking about. So it went on that YouTube said something, and we didn't dispute it. We didn't dispute them. I didn't answer. I told them stop talking to folks. They took our live for 3 months, so we couldn't go live at all. And I guess they thought that I was going, because by that time I was talking to enough people to know that I will cuss you out.
Right.
So I guess they thought I was about to go back and forth with them. No, I still to this day, I'm not going to go back and forth with nobody. If you want to call me something, fine. Feel free. Because it's a good possibility at some point in time I have been what you said. So you ain't lying on me. So feel free to do what you got to do. I am not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to give you what you want. My energy. I'm not going to give you my time. You're not going to be a thought in my head. There are so many other things that I can do. I can play Candy Crush for 3 hours before I think about you. Okay.
And that's what they thought, Jada. They thought we were gonna put their name out there, and they thought we were gonna go back and forth with them. Like what's going on now on these YouTube streets. They just thought we was going, do that, but we didn't. We just ignored them. You see what I'm saying? And as we ignored them, now keep in mind that was 3 years ago. So,
and it has just gotten progressively worse. I understand. It's like I said at one point, when we did something, and somebody was like, "Why?" They asked me why did I want to do YouTube. I said,
"Oh, when we was in Houston."
I said, I don't want to do YouTube. I said, but it is my wife's passion and she is mine. So I go where she goes. Because I never thought I was really YouTube ready, because I will cut somebody out before I know it. And that's just not in the real world. You cut somebody out, y'all go back and forth, you go home, and it's another day tomorrow. On YouTube, I cut somebody out because they did something to me, and for the next month and a half, I don't know.
It's a back and forth.
No, ain't no back and forth, because I ain't gonna go back and forth, but you just gonna have to keep talking about me till one of us pass out, and it's probably gonna be you, because I'm gonna be whatever. Because I mean, you might as well be holding your breath waiting for me to sit up there and say something back. I'm not about to go back and forth with you.
But the point is, the people,
I'm not
you. I say, but the point is, people actually keep going, and nobody's going back and forth with them.
I know. But my thing is, I don't know.
Well, I will say there are a few times where people tried to do back and forth with me and I didn't. And the one lady who tried to do back and forth with me and I didn't, she kept her video up there and she kept it up there for a minute waiting for my response. And when she never got the response, she put the video down because she was on there talking to herself.
I'm like, I mean, here's the thing. Okay, let's just say, I'm going to use myself. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, somebody don't like me. Okay, you go on your live, you say my name, you call me a fat this and a old lad and a raggedy mouth this and a what else? How long can you do that before people be like, well, dang, what she do? And you ain't got nothing to say other than, I ain't like the way she said my name. They gonna look at you like, wait, what? She ain't did nothing to your house. She ain't threw a brick at your car, nothing. She ain't did, what she do? Funny thing. They be killing me. Go look at 3 minutes and 10 seconds of the video. That's what she did.
This what the lady did who had did the videos about me. She was like, watch y'all, watch and see. She probably over there making videos right now. She probably on there about to be on the live right now. She probably about to do XYZ right now. And because she was telling people that that's what I was about to do, no, that's exactly what I'm not about to do. And I sat there and she kept on with her videos and then she had to take them down. Because now you got people watching these videos, listening to you call me out. And then when they run over here to see what I'm about to say, ain't nothing over here. So then they go back to your video and it looked like you just talking to yourself, calling me out.
My mom always said, I ain't scary ones who walk away and be quiet. I don't know why people think that because you're quiet and because you don't sit up there and show out all the time, that you won't show out and that you won't choke somebody within an inch of their life.
Mhm.
I've always known. All right, keep on messing with that little one over there, and see, won't you draw back a nub? Keep it up. All the people, when you go out there, I mean, I talk smack and I say stuff, but I'm not just gonna pop off for no reason. I'll sit there and look at you for the most part. But I will tell anybody. Sometimes people need cussing out. Sometimes, yeah, it ain't the scary ones, yeah. Sometimes people need cussing out. Sometimes people keep on messing with you and messing with you and messing with you because you don't say nothing, because you continue to take that high road. Sometimes you got to get all the way down in the sewer with them and let them know you got one more time. Now, I've been sitting over here being called a fat hoe for the past 30 minutes. You got one more fat hoe in you before I pop you in your mouth. Sometimes people need to be cussed out. I ain't got no problem with that. Lisa, who's supposed to be scared of a stranger. But see, that's the thing. Black Panther's always quite, yep. But that's the thing. People are, it's not that they're scared. I don't understand. It's intimidated or jealous or whatever. I don't understand why people focus on that. You never know. Get to know me. I might be awesome. I might be a a-hole. I have been. I am. Could be. Whatever. But I might be awesome. Not to toot my. I take the time out of my day. People sit in my bar and they'll look sad. I've had them crying. And you can let people sit there. But I don't. I don't want anybody walking away from if I can stop them, as crazy as I can be, as good as I can cuss, as much as I got no problem with ignoring somebody, I hate to see people sad for no reason. I hate to see people sitting up there. If I can stop it, if I can help it, I'm going to do that. And that's what we should all do. Life is too short. If the death of those 9 people in that helicopter did not show us anything, it showed us that tomorrow is not a promise to anyone. And life is excruciatingly too short to spend it miserable talking about people. You know what I'm saying? It is too short. Do you know how hard I clean? And I shouldn't, because I know it's not promised. But I say thank you to myself. Well, not to myself, to God every day that I wake up. Because it's another day with the people I love. Because I know that one day I won't. But I live every day like it's the best day. Because I know how short it is. And I don't understand why we don't all do that. Thank you, Carol. I don't understand why we don't all try to do that. Every day. Dave says, I'll go back to you, Danielle, in a minute. I see you. Every day. You could get hit by a bus. You could eat something you didn't know you was allergic to. You could fall down the stairs. Anything. And you don't make it home that night. But you spent that time before that miserable and making other people miserable. Why? Why would that be the last thing that you see? I want the last thing I see to be my son laughing, to be my wife's face, to be looking at, to look at all the things that people have sent me from my time on YouTube, that just being nice. I don't want to look at me sitting up there talking about somebody. I don't want to sit up there and look at me having to cut somebody out. Now, there are a place for everything and everything in its place. But YouTube will have you sitting up there doing stuff and you look back at yourself, go, that's not me. That's why a lot of times I don't do videos, because I don't want to look back a video and go, that ain't me. If I don't do something, and I tell her, I say, baby, I don't do that. So ain't no point in me being because my face ain't gonna be right. I don't want to do that. And I wish we would all do that. Do you know how much? Because you can't stop people from being malicious and aggressive and violent. You can't stop that. That is universal and it is since time began.
Right.
When when Eden was gone, after that, it was on and popping. So this is not anything that's new. It's just that since media has become, since technology has advanced and social media has become so much, you can be a dick to people 1,000 miles away while you sitting there in your underwear. But I wish that those that don't have to, I hate that we have to get out of pocket. I hate that you have to be anybody other than Jay Dunn. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I hate that you gotta do that because people come at you because they think that you're quiet or because your energy is too positive. What kind of mess is that? Too many people are looking at you smiling. Let's see if we can make them miserable. Come on, guys. Back to what Danielle has said, not enough people was popped in their mouth growing up. I don't know how old everybody is in the chat, but I came from the time of corporal punishment. I came from the time of, if you did this to your mama and she heard it, you better go find your lips because she'll smack them smooth up under the bed somewhere. You be looking around going,
yeah. Daddy had the belt or the switch.
My grandmama was 4 feet nothing, and my grandma would swing on me like she was Mike Tyson, and I was just some idiot who decided to get in the ring with her. And I'll be sitting there going, oh, little old lady, what is wrong? Oh, Jesus, Father, Jesus. And as I got older, my son has felt she don't think that I abused the child at some point.
Nope.
When he was younger, well, I mean, when you supposed to, so he'd be sufficiently scared. But he's spoiled. No, because he's spoiled. Yes, y'all know he's spoiled. Okay, my fault. But she do it now. But then, see, she got that. Okay, I spoiled him, but then I got to go be hard. I'm not about to beat nobody. My thing is, I didn't have nothing you could take away, so you had to beat on me. I had a 13-inch black and white TV with some pliers that came from 30 years before I was born. So you can have that.
You said some pliers.
Yeah. The pliers. That's how you turn the TV. What you talking about?
I know, but you went back there.
Nowadays, if you take a child phone, their whole spirit leave with the phone. Take Nick's phone and see, don't he turn into a whole new person? Face fall off. He lose about 3 inches of height. So
you read with
this is a very emotional topic. Lisa's taking on and hitting me hard because I'm going through so much since I lost my son. He was on. I'm so sorry about that. I can't imagine that. And I know going through this time, I want everybody to raise her up and thoughts and prayers and love and just send it to Nilotis. I'm sorry about that. I couldn't imagine. No parent is supposed to feel that. But the reality is, it's like I tell Nick sometimes, I'm going to cry right now. It's like I tell him, I'm like, baby, you make it home. You make it home. I don't care who you got to get through to get here. I don't care what you got to say. As much as I hate to tell my son to say yes or no, sir, and to do as least as possible if he ever gets pulled over by the police, I hate telling him to be half a man. But if that means you come home so that you can learn how to be a whole man later on that day, you do that. If you got somebody want to fight you and you know you can't beat them, run. I don't care what you have to do to get home, do that. And I'm so sorry about that. That's one of the things about that the Kobe Bryant situation brought so many of us to understand that people lost their babies. Their babies. It's I can't imagine but my heart goes out to you. It really does. But so that's why I say life is short. It is so short, and we ignore the things. How many people just stop and watch dogs play or kids play? Not in a pervy, skeevy kind of way, but just watch them run around and laugh. They ain't got to be your kids. They ain't got to be your dogs. How many times you just stop? Just do that. Or you smile at a kid in the grocery store who's looking at you and they smiling at you and you smile back. I hate when kids say hello to adults that they don't know and the adults look at them like they just smacked them in the eyeball. You better say something. I done told people, say something to that baby. That baby just spoke to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like when you watch the kids and the dogs or whatever, it just bring back memory when you was a kid. See how fast time fly, you know? It's like you wish you can go back, start all over, fix your mistakes, but you can't.
It's not even about that. It's just as adults, we grown and we worry about bills and we worry about things that we can't do. We have no control over. Kids don't worry about that. They see
It's a moment of just them being carefree.
yeah. And for that moment, or not even kids, when it's springtime, you just stop and you pay attention to all the flowers. I mean, they ain't number weeds, but they got pretty colors on them. And you just stop and realize how beautiful that area is. Or when it gets cold and that first time during fall, and you know how you go outside and it's been hot all summer, and then all of a sudden you go outside and it's that first, you take that first cool breath and you be like, oh, there it is. You know what I'm saying? We stop. Yes, I do. We stop reveling in the moments because we get so caught up in the big things that we don't realize it is the small, tiny, almost insignificant things that make life worth living. I can hear any baby laugh and I'm going to start laughing. They ain't got to be my babies.
And I think it even goes, and this is probably something that's probably like irrelevant to y'all, but I think it depends on the climate and where you were raised or where you were from and all that. Because I remember my first time spending a Thanksgiving with my auntie who stays where she stayed in Minnesota at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was an adult and I had so much going on, but it cleared my mind to be having a Thanksgiving that had snow everywhere.
Right.
And I remember just going outside of Thanksgiving, everybody else doing what they do in the house. But I just went out there to take time to myself and just look at this snow. It's Thanksgiving, snow everywhere, people out there with the snow blowers, all this kind of stuff that I don't see on a regular basis.
Right.
And it was something that was able to center me back to where I needed to be. But that's something that I'm sure that y'all probably see on a regular basis where y'all live.
Yeah, but see, I was raised in Alabama, so to me, snow was no. So I like the snow, and raised in DC, not so much.
I hate the snow.
But I mean, and I'm gonna say something to China. You're welcome, China. I don't want to just be the one good woman. I want all us to be the good women, and we all do it where we are. I thought of the title, I thought of the subject because the climate that we're in, the political climate, the living in the United States, being any ethnicity or any minority, we're living in a climate where we have to think about things we shouldn't have to. And we use YouTube as a platform to do what we want to express ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And we should be able to do that without fear of you this, and the third. No, that ain't really who you are. No, this, you know what I'm saying? We should do that without the fear that somebody's going to take what we say and turn it around. We should use that. We should be able to do it because you never know what you say could help one person. I know that seems insignificant. I know that one person does not seem like a lot, but can you imagine if every person helps one other person? You understand what I'm saying? If what I did helped one person, and because of that, she or he helped somebody, and so on and so forth. And it seems so simple and it seems so antiquated, and we can't stop the hate. We can't stop the bad, because I'm telling y'all, if you think that it just started, if you think that racism and bigotry and hatred was just something that started since America was formed, then clearly you have never read a book. This is an ancient situation that no one can stop. It is a part of the human condition, because everybody don't like everybody. And sometimes, and being doxxed, some people want their truth out. Here's the thing about that. That doxing thing, first of all, I feel stupid because I didn't know what that was. I was like, what doxing mean?
I didn't know he was.
I was like, I feel stupid. But my thing is, if I want you to know if I want you to know my real this, and the third, I'm going to tell you. Other than that, it's not for you. Everything is not for everybody. You should sit up there. Don't sit up there and see, Jay Dunn has been through that on a level that is ridiculous. And I hate that she had to go through that, because the situation that she had to go through and the things that she had to endure were insurmountable to a lot of people. And y'all may not think it is, but trust me when I tell you, I lost my grandmother. So I can't imagine going with Jay Dunn went through and coming out the other side and still being able to laugh and smile and still being able to talk to people without hating everybody. So I commend her on a level that y'all don't understand. That doxing and all that other mess is a hot mess, and y'all need to stop, because trust me, y'all can't endure the mirror when y'all send that stuff out to people. Understand me, when the mirror hits y'all back, y'all ain't gonna be able to stand that pain. Y'all ain't gonna be able to stand that fire. So everybody who thinks it's cool to sit up there and out people and do things to hurt people, trust me when I tell you, if you haven't learned anything, learn this. Karma is a bitch, and I will give that $1. Karma is a bitch. I will give $2, and she does not care about you. And when she comes back at you, trust me when I tell you, real people know what I'm talking about. If you're the kind of person who thrives on hurting other people, when the karma comes at you, they will give you things that you can't imagine. So no matter what we say, Jay Dunn has went through stuff, and I'm glad you're on here. And my thing about Jay Dunn is this: she has endured it with a class and a grace that y'all don't understand. Because I endured it with some orange stripes. When it's not stripes, they're not orange. What color are stripes? They're black and white. When you go to jail? Oh, okay. How you go to prison?
Yeah.
So, because I know I have a bad temper. It's not that I'm just evil. I have a bad temper. And with age, I have learned how to fix it, but I don't know if I could have fixed it in the situation. So,
yeah.
Make no mistake, Jay. I'm going to tell you something. I know you had to go through a lot. I know you had to show up, but make no mistake. The class and the grace that you show in this situation, even though people may not say it, even though you may not even feel it, understand that it is, what's the word I'm looking for? It is impressive.
Dang, Lisa. Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Because I get on here and cut up, but I'm trying not to.
Oh, yeah. I told you. When you call a funky bee, I was like, what? I said, I'm going to do, as soon as I start cussing, everybody going to be a funky bee.
Yeah. But I appreciate that, Lisa.
You're welcome. Because the thing is, we need to, what's the word? We need to exalt people. We need to tell when they're doing something good. As soon as somebody do something bad. Hey, Tamika, hey. As soon as somebody do something bad, we out there with a horn and a bullhorn and a billboard and making sure that everybody know when somebody do something bad. Everybody. But when somebody do something good, we're quiet.
Tamika, you can't type that S word, so I'm not blocking you anything, but I had to hide that.
You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? So when somebody does something good, we need to flip it.
Right.
When somebody says something good, we need to yell it, scream it to the rooftops. Yes. We need to tell people how excellent they are. We need to tell people how beautiful they are. We need to tell people, we need to lift them up. And then when they do something bad, we need to ask them why. I figured out. And if it was real bad, they would tell everybody. But if it's just regular bad, we ain't got to scream that. We got to stop. We got to stop being happy when somebody is sad. We got to stop being happy when somebody do bad. We got to stop being happy about somebody's pain and suffering.
What's up, Castro?
That's what we got to do. And maybe we can stop the spread of pain and suffering, or at least slow it down, because we ain't going to be able to stop it. I'm not stupid enough or naive enough to think that anything I say I do will change the world. But if one person feels better, if one person has a better day, if one person stops crying and stops frowning because of something I said, then I don't have to change the world, baby.
Lisa, can I ask you something? And this is just one simple question. And just answer it yes or no, because I'm not trying to hijack nothing that's going on here. I'm curious.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm curious. Did you feel good about, because you said you don't want to take joy in somebody's pain and things like that, but did you feel good once we knew that individual was no longer on here for the next 3 years?
No.
You didn't feel good about that?
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you why I didn't feel good. I didn't feel anything.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't feel good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why she was the way she was, or anybody who does that. I'm not going to single out anybody, because like I said earlier, I don't know your struggle. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know why you do the things you do, because I'm not there to judge. However, I understood why you were happy. I understood why other people were.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is your right to be. When people spread, for the lack of a better term, badness, in whatever incarnation you spread it in,
Mm-hmm.
you got to understand that doesn't make you less bad. And I think that's the problem. Sometimes people think that they're doing something or achieving something when they are spreading that, when they are spreading negativity and hostility and things like that.
Yeah, rumors.
They feel like it somehow boosts them up while diminishing you.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is that the very same people who are kikiing and laughing and agreeing with you in your face are saying the exact same things about you. And even worse, because you are the person that's doing it. We have to realize that we are a reflection of our actions. And good or bad, we got to own that.
Right.
So that's why I didn't feel nothing. Because see, I didn't, you know, she had to tell me about stuff that was going on with that stuff. Because I really don't look at YouTube like that. And I definitely don't look at all that, you know.
BS.
Yeah. It's just because I just don't. It's not because I'm better than anybody else. Trust me when I tell you I'm not better than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I am by no shape, form, or fashion. I have my days. I have my ill will, which I keep to myself because it's mine. See, I'm of the mind that my feelings and my thoughts and my are mine. Now they may be about you, but they're not yours. And they're not even a reflection of you. They're a reflection of me. So I keep them to myself.
Right.
So I have my days when I want to talk about folks, when I want to be petty. I have my days when I am no better than the next person. But I keep it to myself because what I put out there is a reflection of me. And I do not want to look in the mirror and see some mess all the time.
That makes sense.
I don't want to look out there and the only thing that's associated with my name is how bad I do other people or how bad I talk about people or that. I don't want to do that. Now, could I? Sure, anybody could. But what would I gain from that? I could come back when people say stuff about me, but what would I gain from that? If what you're saying about me is true, it ain't gonna change nothing. If what you're saying about me is a lie, it ain't gonna change nothing. So that's my only thing. And so I wasn't trying to have this good politically correct answer. I didn't feel nothing. Because, and the killing part is that I even felt a bit of sympathy because the reality is no person is an island unto themselves. When something happens to a person, it affects the people around them. So kids and family are affected. And just like I wouldn't want my kid to go through it, I wouldn't want hers to go through it. I wouldn't want her family to go through it.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm of the two minds. Yeah, cool. Maybe this time will help you. But I know that all the other stuff that goes with it affects your environment. It affects your what's the thing when a planet circle? Jay, what's the thing when you
orbit?
The orbit. Yeah. It affects the people in your orbit. And I don't want that. It's like I won't want kids to be talking, you know what I'm saying? We're in a this is my wife. I don't want my son, as much as he may have to, and he's had to deal with it for the majority of his life. I know that the things we do affect him. I can't change who I love and who I am, but I am aware that it affects the people in my orbit. So I try to put out there as much good stuff as I can because I know what I do affects other people. That's why when I come to y'all, when I come on Real Talk and I talk, I can be a whole lot. I have good days and I have bad days. But what I put out, I want to be okay. If I go back and look at it, I want to be okay with what I said and what I did. And I wish more of us would be that way. And I don't know, maybe if you're being this way ain't successful enough, that's cool. Maybe you need to put a little more funk in it. That's cool too. But I know that I got to be good with me. At the end of the day, when YouTube, when nobody is watching our videos, when I'm sitting here by myself or with my wife or my family, I got to be okay with me. Carol said black and white stripes of the chain gang. I was in Alabama. They will put you outside on the chain gang in Alabama. I'm just saying, depending upon where you at. And we're in Virginia. They're a little country. Next thing you know, you'll be seeing me on the side of the road, fat, sweating,
picking up that trash,
limping, talking smack the whole time. Y'all got me out here in these stripes, Jesus. Life is. I have. Let me tell y'all something. I have been ready to fight it every time somebody open their mouth. I have been about it. I have been in an opportunity. I have been, if it looked like you wanted to say something, you better say it. Let's go. Or you better not say it out loud so I can hear you. I had a bad temper, and I ain't had no problem backing up my mouth. Because I ain't going to start nothing with somebody I think I can't finish it with. I ain't stupid like that.
Huh.
But I grew out of that. Because you have to. Now, I can still cuss you out with the best on. I can still snatch your spirit if necessary. And I will do it if necessary. Make no mistake about it. But only when it's necessary. Not just because it's Saturday and my mouth works. I had to learn that. I have been miserable. I have been sad. I have been stressed to the point where I didn't think I was going to wake up some mornings. I've had tried to figure it out. I have not had a place to call my own. But at the end of the day, I realized that tomorrow's another day, and I'll work it out. And every time I worked it out, I got a little less mad, and I got a little less confrontational, and I got a little less the necessity to want to fight. And eventually, I was like, whatever. Now, you can still flip my switch. Because one thing my grandfather left with me is this temper. Lord knows. I don't know where it comes from. And sometimes I had to catch myself because little things make me mad, and people don't understand that the things I've been through, sometimes you can hit that button and you be like, I didn't even know the button existed. Well, now you do. But I have gotten to the point now where I want to live I want to live my next 50 years. I'm all right, whatever you do. It's like I used to tell people all the time, especially living in Alabama, they would always talk about the Klan and things like that. I would rather see somebody I know how they feel about me than have somebody smiling up in my face. Because I know how to handle you. I know what to say to you. I know what to do with you. That person over here who's smiling in my face and talking and stabbing me in the back, I don't know how to handle you. On YouTube, we need to get to the point we know how to handle somebody because you come at me straight. That coming at me, hee ha ha, you so awesome. And then as soon as I turn around, fat hoe. I don't know how to deal with that. That was, I don't know what made me think of that. We were sitting in the bed and I just said, don't let these streets, don't let anybody turn you into somebody you're not. Don't let YouTube turn you into somebody who's miserable and hateful because you have to constantly defend yourself against people who don't matter. Think about it, y'all. Do these people really matter? Jay, anybody who has came at you sideways about some mess that you did or maybe you didn't do or whatever, do they matter in the grand scheme of things in your life? Do they matter?
No.
They don't matter. We need to do stuff that does matter. Don't let people make you be something you're not. Don't let a love interest make you be something you're not. Don't just say okay or be all right with something because you love and care about somebody. Not just a romantic relationship, friends, even family. Don't let love be the only reason this the only good thing you can say about a person. I love them. It's the only good thing you can say about a person. Not they treat me well, not they make me feel good, not they love me, but I love them.
Mm-hmm.
and they make you be somebody you're not. Don't let a job make you be somebody you're not. Because let me tell you something. You could drop dead at your desk. They will call the coroner, scoop you up, and make sure people finish their day. Don't be too proud to sling a burger, make some coffee, ring up some groceries. If you ain't happy over here, go over there. Don't be stuck in something and being miserable and not being yourself because of this place and these people. If your worth is not being recognized, don't continue to be sitting there staying somewhere. Do not lower yourself. Don't make yourself be broke neither now. If that's all you got to do, if right now my job, I'm a bartender. And there's some days I want to throw water at everybody. But I know I got to pay my bills.
Mm-hmm.
So I suck it up, buttercup. And you know what? My day gets better. And I don't let that one person make the rest of my day bad. I don't let one person take my money from me because they miserable.
Right.
Can't let people steal your joy, babies. We cannot let YouTube steal your joy. And now, Loaded, I'm sitting in the backyard, son, listening. Just sit here, listen to you. I'm enjoying the life lessons, like I said. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all coming to this live. I appreciate everything you say. I am in awe of the people I've come to meet on YouTube. Sometimes it's bad all, but most of it is good all. If one person is better today after they leave this live, then I'm cool with that. And whoever that is, you help somebody out. It's all right. It's okay to be, hey, Miss Crystal. It's okay. It's okay to help somebody without them giving you anything in return. It's okay to say to say it's all right, baby. It's okay to be a shoulder for somebody to cry on. It's okay to just sit there and listen to somebody tell you the craziest stuff you ever heard in your life because they just needed to get it off. And you was there. Hey, Leilani, she at home. It's all right. Don't let the world stop you from being who you are. The best of who you are. Don't think that you are the narrative that people give to you. You are all of you. You can be anything you want to be. You can start over right now at 52. And it doesn't matter if you only started over for a few years. You did it. Go there, eat that, drink that, sing that song at karaoke, dance, because you know you ain't got no rhythm, but do it anyway. Don't let the world stop you from being you.
Don't let YouTube take you on.
And don't let YouTube make you something you're not. We can find a million things to piss us off. Hold on to that one thing that doesn't. And the million things will fall away. Like I said, Jay Dunn, I'm going to say one more time. Even though, girl, you can talk, because one day I was like, Jesus, this baby been on live all day. Bless her heart. I don't do nothing that long.
I be at work
except sleep. I be like, now I could have slept on live that long. But you know what? You had to get whatever that is off your chest. You had to get it off your spirit. You have to lift it off your shoulders. And if it took you that long to do it, baby, go ahead. But make no mistake about it, baby. When you at home by yourself and not on YouTube, I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to understand that you have with class and grace and doing stuff that would have knocked other people out. So if that day, one day you don't feel like coming back and no craziness, understand that you don't have to. Because the person that you are is better than the person that's coming at you. Okay?
Dang. Thank you, Lisa. Dang.
That'd be $5.99.
Right.
She be over there, we be sitting up there talking and we be we be all, kumbaya, and all of a sudden, that'd be $5.99.
Right.
X.99.
DC always want to charge somebody.
That's $20. We take Cash App. Don't you see it running? That's the Cash App right there. Put that on in there right now. I forget we had. Let me tell y'all something. I don't even know. Let me tell y'all. I didn't even have a Cash App app. If y'all been sending me money, guess what? I ain't got it. Because I didn't even know. I just got the Cash App the other day. So I didn't even know. But I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is because my real name, but I do one with my real name is the real name. But I say that because we've been on here a couple of hours and I'm up here talking about how the folks being on live long time.
Wait, you talking about me in front of my face is what you're doing.
First of all,
as long as you talk about me in front of my face instead of behind my back.
I call you, girl. First of all, I call your phone if I want to talk about you. I ain't got to talk about you. But no, you don't do it often. I knew that when you was on that long day, you had to get, sometimes you got to get stuff off you.
Yeah.
Sometimes your spirit is heavy, and sometimes it takes a minute to unburden yourself. I understand that. I was laughing. I think it's hella cuss word. It's hella cuss word. They say it in the Bible. I don't think anything said in the Bible. I should be able to say that. Anyway,
that cuss job thing.
Shut up. But sometimes it takes a lot to get that off your spirit. And if you needed them hours, take them hours, baby. But let me tell you something. Don't let nobody else get you the way you think you have to respond, because you are better than them, because you have shown that. We have got to recognize our strengths and not let anybody get them out of us. We cannot let somebody drop us because they can't pick us up.
Shut up, right. They're not trying to give you some good cuss words to use.
Yeah, it's in the Bible too, but I think they was talking about a donkey, so I just can't say it. You know what I'm saying? It was the ass bone of an ass, so that's a donkey. I can say that, but I can't say nothing about somebody's booty. It's different. Don't let somebody knock you down, baby, because they're not strong enough to carry you. See, that's the problem. You come at somebody to knock them down a peg. That's what they say, to knock them off their high horse. But the problem is not you on your horse or on your peg. It is the fact that they don't have the strength to carry you. They can't carry what you're saying. They can't see what you're doing. So instead of coming up to meet you, they want to knock you down so they can look down upon you. And that is what we have to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Get strong enough so you can come up to me, baby.
That's real.
Get strong enough so you can get over me. Don't knock me down to get over me. I am not at the top, but get strong enough so you can be. That's the thing. You ain't got to knock somebody down. Just join them. You ever been to a party? Let me tell you what it's like. You ever been to a party? And it ain't but it's only a few people there, maybe 5, 10 people there, and you feel like this party ain't gonna be nothing because don't nobody really know each other, so y'all all standing off in your own thing. But then all of a sudden the song come on, y'all know, and all of a sudden all 5 of y'all, different people, over here dancing together, and then the party is the bomb, and you don't need anybody else. You know why? Because y'all all reached up to meet each other instead of just dancing in your little corners.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we got to do. That's what these things are about. That's what these real talks are about. It's not about me feeling superior. It's about me knowing that I want each and every person that I ever talk to, that I ever reach, to be up there with me. If you think I'm up there, then come on, baby. Let's do it together. The party is better together. The party's not over.
Right. Wow.
Don't let them get you out of pocket. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in a relationship where you do not feel like I feel, come be with me. Go be by yourself, be fabulous. And then guess what? Fabulous will find you.
Say that then. Say it. Girl, don't make me start shouting up in here.
I am talking to everybody. I'm going to go now. If you are somewhere, let me tell you something. Family is a beautiful word. It can mean a lot of things. But if your family makes you feel like garbage, guess what? There is somebody out there, baby, that will love you like a sister, a brother, a mama, a daddy. You need a hug. I got you. I ain't got to be related by blood to make you feel loved, babies. Don't sit nowhere unappreciated. Do you hear me? Don't sit nowhere unwanted. Do not let somebody make you feel like you do not deserve the best of each and everything that is out there in the world for you to have. Do not let YouTube, these streets, this political climate, people, your mama and them make you feel like you are not who you are. Because if you have to stand alone, you can still stand alone in love. And when you do that, other people will come to you.
Mm-hmm.
What is meant for you is yours, baby. What is yours is yours. You may not have it now, but you will. But do not let somebody block that. Do not let somebody take that away from you. Do not let somebody cloud you. Always bring your own sunshine, even on a rainy day. That's all I had to say. Somebody said, get the offering basket. I'm done with y'all.
No, hold on. I'm waiting on the altar prayer. Can I come up? Give me the altar prayer right now.
I see anything I say now, I feel like I'm trying to be funny. And one thing I don't play with is the Lord. Because here's the thing. I did read the Bible. So I know that things can be set on fire and turned into salt and water come down. So I don't play with him like that. But if this is him using me to help somebody, I'm cool with that. Because it ain't always about religion. It's just about, you know what I think it is? It's about love. When I first came out and we first got on YouTube, people was talking about how we going to hell because I'm lesbian, you know, because we're gay, we're going to hell. Who I love is an abomination. And this is what I used to say. The devil makes lust. He makes lies. He makes promises that he can't keep.
You taking Kelly out?
But he don't make love.
Okay.
Devil don't make no love. Not real love. Not all-consuming. Not unconditional love. So that's got to come from him. So I'm going on the faith that he's good with who I am.
Come here, Cal.
He knows me. Whether I don't step my foot in another church, he knows me. And that I hold on to.
You won't get up. Be careful.
That I hold on to.
You should be-
You ain't got to like everybody, but you should respect them.
you should be-
And if you do that, okay.
Come on, Cal. Let's go pee-pee.
Kelly like, look at him. If I got to pee, I pee on the floor.
She did that. Just hook it on there. Pick it up.
But I would like to thank each and every one of you beautiful people for joining this live. Jay Dunn, I would like to thank your beautiful self for coming on and adding to this joyous Saturday evening. Oh, the boy. Baby, did the boy call? It's 5:30.
No, I already talked to Brittany. Go ahead.
Oh,
We've
okay.
been communicating.
Let's see, people not
Just
talking
stop
behind my
talking.
back.
Pick it up.
No, I'm
Go
just
pee-pee, Cal.
thank you, Tamika. I'm glad you did too.
Come on, go pee-pee. Come on.
Here's the thing, guys.
Pull like.
Life
No,
is
no, no,
short,
no, no.
Come on.
and I'm very glad. Even though I don't watch a lot of YouTube, I am glad I got on here. I'm glad for my wife starting this channel because I've met some amazing people, and that is you. The Bomb Squad, our family.
Come on.
And we may not know each other personally. We may have never met in person. I may never laid eyes on any of you. But if I can help, if I got a word you need, if I got a thought you need, shoot, if I got an extra dollar you need, I'll be there. Because at the end of the day, we got to start helping each other out.
Come on. Come here.
The Bomb Squad can be one big, glorious, wonderful, worldwide family.
Come on. Let's go.
And sometimes our family needs to know somebody there. And we here.
Pull it.
So, as I do always, I recap.
Go pee-pee.
Do not let anything, especially these YouTube streets, make you somebody you're not. You are all beautiful, worthy, glorious kings and queens. I want you to shift that crown to the side, look in that mirror and realize who and what you are. Don't let anybody make you something you're not. But don't feel bad when you got to go in that bag on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like I said to my regional manager so he can hear me, anybody can be cussed out.
What? She did the hand clap, y'all. That means
I did because, well, see, here's the thing. Don't lie on me. Don't lie on me. Now, I am a whole lot of stuff. Trust me when I tell you. And I am a little flexible on the rules when I be at work. And I do what I want to because I've been in the restaurant business since 1989. That is almost 31 years of doing something. Longer than most y'all been alive. But don't lie on me. Don't. Because I said, well, because I almost walked out of my job. But then
But that's just like
the
saying,
grown-up adult me said, "Good, you can't pay bills with thoughts and prayers. You better go on up in this job." So I went in the job. However, I made it clear you might want to hold your tongue. There are other people you can talk about. This ain't what you want because anybody can get cussed out. I will snatch your spirit and go home and dare you to find me. That's all I'm saying.
all right, baby, we gotta
That's
go.
all I'm saying. So, hey, yeah.
We leaving out the door. Should we vlog?
Maybe you gonna vlog. She asked me, should we vlog? And then we be in the car about the wreck because she's talking about, look, put the camera right there.
That's good.
And look, I'm about to jump off here, but I appreciate y'all's hospitality. But I'm gonna jump off here.
Right.
So to jump off
Anytime.
here.
If you going live, you know we'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll see
Well,
you.
I went earlier today, and the strange thing, Lisa, I was about to go live, but this little sermon on the mount that you done gave me right now, done changed my mind.
Baby, look here.
She's gonna be like, nope, Lisa said. Nope, Lisa said.
You know
Nope,
what she said that she like,
Lisa said, no.
Lisa told me that I ain't had to do that. Y'all don't be at work getting fired because Lisa ain't got nowhere for y'all to sleep neither.
They put out a couple tents and some cots.
Well, we do got a blow up bed, so that's good for like 2 of y'all. Okay. Ain't no more than 2 of y'all sit up there and tell y'all about. Lisa told me to tell you. My mama said.
Mind your business.
But yeah,
Crying down your back, cross-eyed, crying down your back. So
I don't know if I'm gonna go live or if I'm gonna address the person. But if I do address the person, I'm gonna address them in a better way than what I would have.
no, listen, like I said, if you address them the first time, is this the first time you're addressing them?
No, this is gonna be the first time.
Oh no, well go ahead and cuss them out now.
Okay.
You go ahead and address them in the kind of way you want to. Because here's the thing, like I said, when you come to me as a woman or a man, you come to me and tell me what I done did to you and I wronged you in some way or whatever, whoop-de-whoop, and you come to me and I still sit up there and do the same old dumb stuff a couple more times, oh, feel free to go and cuss me out.
Okay.
Don't cuss them out. You cuss them all the way out. Because let me tell you something, we grown. You ain't talking no kids, are you? You ain't about to address no child, are you?
Mm-mm.
Which means you already came to them as an adult. Now they want to keep it up. So come on, thinking me there.
Look at me, we about to go.
You late. You already went to them as an adult.
Oh,
If you've already done that, then guess what? It is time for you to go. It is time for you to do what you got to do, and you know what you do. What you got to do. You're good at doing. Call him a funky bee a couple times for me because I like that one. Go ahead and do that one.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go because DC ready for y'all to go. Y'all need to
Yeah,
go.
we got stuff. We ain't got to do nothing, but we got stuff, and then we gonna show y'all some stuff, and then we got some more news. And yeah. And look at the boy. The boy. What did you do today? Look at the boy. Went to his first. He went to a job today. He went to make some money. Made some
Oh,
shit.
he over there being a working man now.
Look at him. Got his haircut. Look.
Look at that. Okay.
Look at him.
Thing.
Oh, look at him. I
I
gotta kill him a little.
But yeah, I'm clicking off the live. But
Okay,
congrats
we about to
on
get off
your
too.
job. Congrats
Bye,
on
guys.
your job, Nick.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't even know what you said, but thank you.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Like I said, if I help one person, you handsome, Nick. Somebody, Leilani said you cured. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us. I appreciate all the support. Ray Lowe, why you just not came here? We'll go live. You know,
Hit the like button.
DC live to go live at any point.
Oh yeah,
So,
I'm gonna do a reaction video either tonight or tomorrow.
some point she gonna go live again.
I'm gonna do a reaction video.
All right,
So
so
it's gonna be a live. It's gonna be a live reaction, not a video, but it's gonna end up.
like I said, she gonna go live, and then we're gonna start talking about all kind of crazy stuff, and then we ain't gonna get it back. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much. We getting ready to go out, Low Ray. I said Low Ray. That's not your name, Ray Low.
At the mall, yeah, we about to go out. We ain't been out all day, so we about to leave. We gotta do a couple of stops.
Look what I got. Y'all done?
No,
Yeah,
not
everybody done.
Scratch
You got some more?
scratch
That's
it
It's a
up.
whole house of crackheads.
Scratch it up.
Scratch heads up in here.
Scratch it up.
Don't put it down there so they can see.
Scratch it up. Scratch it. Scratch.
We doing that today?
Yeah, my nails done. Look at my nails.
Did you hear what she said? You know the reason she gonna do the scratch video? Because the nails done.
Scratch.
You got
scratch,
10?
scratch. I got one.
All right. Thank you guys. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. As always,
Okay.
I appreciate
So 5
you
each.
supporting us. We love you so much.
You got-
Make sure you like this video if you haven't already liked this video. You know I love you guys. Make sure you comment down below what you want to hear. If I said something that bothered you, let me know. If I said something that helped you, let me know. Or help somebody else. Comment whatever you want to comment down below. Share this video because maybe somebody else needs to hear it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that anytime we drop a video or go live, you guys can join us because guess what? We love you guys and we like to see y'all in there. We got so much stuff coming up. Ray Lowe, I got you. Watch the replay. We got so much stuff coming up. We love you guys. Appreciate you guys. There will be giveaways in your future. I see it. So this is Lisa. Who are you?
DC
What's your
Kool-Aid.
name? What your name is? Now she want to dance, but she ain't get the cue. This is Lisa. Now she want to dance.
You can chill with the fam.
I think you doing.
Y'all do. You see Kool-Aid, Lisa, and Nick too. With Charles
You
and Bobby
stupid.
and Mike. You know, like, we love our fans and supporters. We appreciate
Love
you.
you guys.
So come on down to Park Star Child. Have a see reaction video. And nobody likes to hate. Keep it positive and have a nice day.
Just
All
call
right, we got
Smash that like button. I got it.
Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad.
I can't see. Take this thing away.
Having